What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Um, for the last year, I've been waiting on J305 to drop his debut project. Man, we've heard little rumblings about it. He signed an Interscope last year. He's had some singles like "Use the Flip." He's been on records with Dom Kennedy, Ty Dolla Sign. He's on Chris Brown and Tyga's collaborative album earlier this year with a show stealing verse, but no full project from J305 yet. So finally, he dropped a mixtape called Inner City Hero, and I think it captures everything that J305 represents in everything that he's given us thus far, and it's represented well in this project. I feel like he's like this player type, like a Too Short kind of with his music, and like Tell You Something. It's one of my favorites. I feel like he's just spitting some like really good game on there. I think he said something about he said what did he say? He said something about like not there's he's not saying that there's not good women, but there's not that many. Little gems like that really stood out to me. I like the fact that he has Sugar Free on Gimme That. Sugar Free is like one of the most creative, out of the box West Coast artists ever. He's very underrated, and the fact that he comes up with like in his verse, he said that he was gonna put anthrax in Girl Scout cookies and sell them to pedophiles on the corner. Who comes up with that kind of stuff? That's insane, and that should be appreciated very much so. Um, I like the fact that Jay and Ty Dolla Sign again teamed up. They're a good combination, and then they paid a little homage to like Little John and the 504 Boys on Boonop Boonop. Um, he was the 504 Boys is classic. I could tell that hook was kind of reworked into the first line for Jay's verse, and I believe Ty Dolla Sign used it as well. And then in the second verse, Jay took that Play No Games from Little John, that little part of the hook. It just stood out to me, and I like that. It made the song that much better. There's an R&B artist by the name of Joshua Mock who does like a '90s style hook on Talkback, and when I'm listening to it, I'm thinking, man, who does he sound like? Because he sounds like a Joe or like a Jagged Edge type of character. Not to say that he doesn't have his own sound, his own voice, but it definitely has like that vintage '90s sound to it. And Dom Kennedy's also on that record. And if you've watched some of my reviews in the past, you know that Dom Kennedy has been very disappointing this year. But I'm happy to report that the features that he has on Inner City Hero are nothing like the material he's put out this year. He's on Talkback and Going Up. And Going Up, I think he really stood out. That was my favorite out of the two verses. And one thing I noticed that Jay didn't include Use a Flip on here. I figured maybe at least it would be like a bonus record, but I guess it's been out for I believe almost 2-3 years now. So it makes sense why it's absent. But then you have a record like City Be Like, and it kind of takes like how TDE will like quote lines from their previous stuff and turn it into something on a new record. That's what City Be Like is. He kind of takes like parts of his Use a Flip verse and flips it into a hook, and it's another one of the standouts to me. I think my only issue with the project that I could find at this time was that a record called Yeah Yeah. It was just a generic ballin' record. It was very boring. I didn't really get anything out of it. I felt like that was the one record that I would have just left off the project entirely. But overall, I feel like J305 is kind of like a modern day Sugar Free, or like a Too Short. He definitely has those influences in him. You hear it throughout Inner City Hero. He has that player, that Mac style to him, and I feel like his future is going to be kind of similar to Dom Kennedy's. He'll have like a niche brand, but at the same time, I'm not sure how well it will work under Interscope. I don't know if Interscope can market somebody like J305. I guess we'll have to find out. But for now, I was satisfied with Inner City Hero, and I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. And once you do, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.